IPO Media in cahoots with Scoop MG Podcast Studios. You want to get your story told? You want a commercial done? You want to get shouted out? Give us a call. You can call me at 1-800-226-76 scratch that 1-800-226-7316. That's the 800 number. You're going to go ahead and select extension 803. Extension 803. Remember I was telling you about the 800 numbers and all it can do for you and your auto attendants and your calls in queue and all of that. You know, having numbers in different states, fax capability within the same number, and what I probably failed to mention before, that it's all in the palm of your hand. That's the big thing. You can have 10, 15 numbers, 20 numbers. They're all going to be right in the palm of your hand. You get a call from New York area code, your New York number. You get a call from Tennessee, from Texas, with your 800 number. All those numbers are going to route back to your main cell phone that's in your hand, okay? So you can have 10 different numbers, a different number in every city, or a 800 number for if you're an individual, you have 3 or 4 or 2 different businesses. You can have them both numbers tied into your 800 number for your customers and your customer service and your next levels up, issues that people may have, or if they want to talk to somebody in your accounting department or taxes and things like that. That 800 number is going to be able to separate those departments from you. Have multiple people on hold, multiple calls in your queue. You're going to be able to identify each one of them and put them on hold or transform or route them to wherever you need to route them to. And you're going to have the convenience of recording all those calls, pulling them up later. 2 months ago, pull that call right back on up, and you're going to have the recording from that. If you ever have a situation or if you need to recall something that happened that was good or bad, you'll just have a record of it, okay? But having said that, the 800 numbers and all the capabilities that come with it, an affordable price, and my affiliate link, because I am affiliated with the company. I'm not going to say their name right now because I came to the conclusion that 800 numbers and building lists and autoresponders and all this technology is not going to do us a lot of good if we don't have our mental faculties correct with each other. Because we're going to end up with a whole bunch of technology running around, sending each other messages. Don't nobody know who it's from, this and that, and we're not organized enough. So we're going to speak a little bit today about being organized and having our mental space correct, with each other. Because when I say building email list, I'm specifically talking about, building email lists. You talk to people, you get their email list for them to contact you, call you back, and you're going to give them some type of offer or something like that, or tell them about something that you have going on in your life or some event or something like that. We're going to work better together if we have a group of us coming together and we send those. You get the email from me. It's going to be I'm gonna make sure I have a photograph or something in it to tell you who else I'm involved with, and our titles and all what we bring to the table, and who I collaborated with along the way that you may be inclined to collaborate with also. But if we don't make the connections with each other to let you know, hey, I'm working with this man over here, I'm working with ABC business over here, I'm working with this organization, this church over here. By the time we find out that we all real good people and we understand each other and we love to work each other, years gonna be in the past. Years gonna be in the past, and we're gonna be sending each other emails blindly, telling me about my book or my white paper and all this stuff, and you don't really know who you're sending it to, and you're gonna have to unravel all of that. So I decided that before we get into autoresponders and funnels and building, making lists, email lists, and 800 numbers and all like that, we're gonna speak a little bit more about the mental faculties and the headspace that we need to be in to communicate and collaborate with each other more effectively. Okay, all right. Now, what do I mean by communicating with each other more effectively? What I mean by that, let me take a breath. You know what, matter of fact, before we get too much further into this, I'm going to go ahead and give out and tell you what the purpose of the show again. I just wanted to start it off because I had that fresh in my mind, because we're going to slow it down a little bit. Let me tell you what the purpose of the show again, is building bridges. Just let me read it to you right here. It's to provide sensitive information about business strategies to improve your ROI, building bridges between companies, and providing light to would-be businesses. That means businesses that are almost set up together or set up right, but not quite, or individuals that don't have all the ins and outs or the answers, what they need to get things moving in the right direction. You know why? Because their head ain't right, and they're not moving in step with someone else that they're calling their friend, their brother, their sister. Your sister's going to college. Your brother, he's going to military camp. Your cousin, he's in another state starting some type of food organization. And then here you are, you're in Indiana, you're trying to start a business. Yeah, you guys are not working together, but you love each other. So, and you may be the one that think you're a business owner, but everybody is not realizing that they're a business also unto themselves. And when you guys come together, you have a multi-member potential LLC right there, just amongst brother, sister, cousin. That's a conglomerate right there. Then you all agree, go off into your life for 10 or 15 years and become great. More than likely, you're going to be successful if you try at it and, you conquer your hurdles and your pitfalls. You're going to be good at what you do or whatever you're trying to do. The other things you proliferate through meeting people and stuff like that. So what I'm stressing here is we need to start these businesses today, not yesterday, not 3 weeks from now. You're never going to be ready enough. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to be had the tightest haircut. You're never going to have a beard trimmed up good enough to lathered up and with all the gray hairs out of it. It ain't going to never be right where you got the right type of shoes when the car was clean and it was 77.8 degrees that day with a gentle breeze blowing westward across the city when you took a selfie and you looked up and said it was good. That situation ain't going to be like that every day. You might get some times where you be so perfect, but those are days, and we want to play a long game. We want to play a long strategy so we can leave legacies and things like that for our generations coming up. Because let's face it, a lot of us drop the ball. I drop the ball a lot of times, but that's the thing about perseverance, if I said that correctly. You want to rise above. You get knocked down. You build yourself back up. You get a new plan, and you keep on going. So that's the thing. You if you get knocked down, you build yourself back up. Don't run off and do the same thing again. You got to learn from that situation. Were we taking calls? Hold on. Hold that call. We're not going to take a call just yet. But yeah, you don't want to do the same thing that you did again once you dust yourself off. You want to assess the situation. Analyze. Did I hit a chuck hole? Was my shoes tied up? Did I step on a nail? Did somebody push me? Am I running the right direction? You just want to, am I going left, right? Did I skip a left in there and hit 2 rights and something didn't work out? All right. So yeah, we definitely want to assess the situation because there's definitely going to be mistakes made. But I'm stressing this because with more people, there can be a potential for more mistakes, but that's more learning also. The percentage of learning is greater. But normally when you got more than one person working on one thing, you can get better results as a team, right? As a team, you get better results. So that's why I'm saying this over and over. The technology is going to be great. We're going to get into it. Because it's one of the big reasons why I started this show, with this technology. It's awesome. The platforms, the layouts, the software. No calls right now. I keep telling you, you call into the show again, we're going to hunt you down with the FBI, the CIA, all the alphabet boys, and we're going to come and get you. We're going to come get you, and then we're going to ask you some questions. All right? We have phone lines open soon, okay? Be patient. So, yeah, staying focused, clearing our mental headspace. We got to do it now. Time is of the essence. People you grow up with, that's basically all you got right now in this life. Everybody, you get on YouTube and you see people with thousands of views, 15,000 comments, 100,000 subscribers, million subscribers, and they're doing basically a little bit of nothing. You know, they're making it look easy. So shout out to everybody that's tried to put a platform together, who put themselves on video, put themselves on audio to better someone else, to give them a message from positivity, you know, things they might have learned from other people. Are we gonna take a call? Look, you know what? These people calling someone. We're gonna take a call live on the air, y'all. Here, hold on here. Let's take a call live on the air. See how they do you? That's the AI. They're calling everybody everywhere. Artificial intelligence. You customer service people, watch out for your jobs. Protect your neck. You're going to need these 800 numbers. You're going to need these auto responders. Because for one, a lot of you customer service people, you learn how to speak good. You learn how to say key words that's out here in society, and you say them well without stumbling. And a good percentage of you can even spell them. That's good too, you know. That was a joke. But yeah, you customer service people, you're going to have to get your act together soon, because the artificial intelligence software, that stuff is here. It's been here. They're just perfecting it and tweaking the system. So watch your jobs. Have a plan B or plan C or plan D. The relationships and friendships you make it every conversation be. If I had it my way, I make every conversation be about business, not to the end of my life or world blow up or whenever that be, but just for a certain amount of time, like a year or 2 or 3. The next 3 years, every conversation I'm gonna have is gonna be a business conversation with the people I meet. You know, I'm gonna learn something and I'm gonna discuss it, but we're gonna have some actions with it too. We're gonna have an action plan so we can implement what we learn. You know, and no more from the thing that I'm putting forth. You know, this is my time, this is my dime. You know, you want to be a boss, you got to pay a cost to get your word out there. You can't just post something for free on Facebook like everybody else is doing. Everybody's doing that for free for laughs and giggles. You know, you're going to have to stand yourself out, separate yourself, put yourself in another light to where you can be seen and heard and get your point across, and people can act upon it and interact with you. You know, that's, you know, I'm running my mouth right now. I don't mean to shake my finger at you or sound too preachy or I sound like I'm mad at anybody, because I'm not. I'm just trying to, you know, be a little passionate right now and talk about the things that are important, I believe, to me, and that's important to you, but we're all trying to do them individually. Because if you get this technology that we're going to be talking about here, who you going to sell to? Somebody that you have never talked to before. You don't want to just be shoving stuff down people's throat trying to get them to buy things. You know, I had to learn that the hard way. That thing where it takes 1,000 yeses, 1,000 no's to get one yes. I mean, that's good. That's sales, though. That's sales. You're already a proven company. You're already experienced salesman. You know, if you're a business, if you need a service, and you present yourself well, then yeah, that's sales. You're going to do the certain things you have to do with sales, you know. But from a business whole totality standpoint, you don't want to be shoving people's products or services down their neck without even introducing yourself or setting them up right. You know, call one day, call back the next day, see how they're doing. Stop by a week later. You know, you don't just want to show up day one, hey, talking real fast, and then join our list, $37.99 for the first 3 months. And like, okay, no, that's not gonna work out. People be polite to you in the face, but if you do that on social media nowadays, you can get a lot of negative feedback that you don't want, that you probably pay for if you into boosting posts and things of that nature. All right, we're gonna take our time. We're gonna interview. We're gonna set ourselves up right. You know, we're gonna add value. That's the key word, value. Okay, let me stop right here and tell you this is Devin Sanders, senior member of Image Plus Original LLC.com. Okay, call into the show. If you know, leave a comment. We don't do this for free, and that's what I'm telling you. We gotta get our heads right. So you gotta like and share this. Otherwise, I'm not doing it for my health. But see, it's another thing. You don't know that business people that research, they find out stuff. You know, it's a thing called branding. There's a thing called intellectual property. There's a thing called passive income. You see. That's why we do this, because we in tune. We learn some things. I learned some things. So you gotta like it, this video. If you do, if you don't, I'm gonna still take it where I need to take it, and that's gonna be that. But I'll put it inside my business package and add some value to it one way or another. See, that's what we're gonna teach you here on the show, how to add value to things, passive income. But we got to get our heads together right. We got to start being more collective, because like I said, people you went to high school with, your friends, your family, that's it. That's your group. You was 1,000 people in your high school. If you're from a big city or medium-sized city, those people you were able to be friends with and maintain with, that's your group. You're not gonna have thousands of people. If you can get 50 good people to listen to you, that's who you need to sell to. That's who you need to let know what you're trying to do. That's who you can build yourself up to, present yourself to offer them something great that they can respect and love and want and help promote you, okay? So getting our heads together, thinking collectively, revisiting why I don't like that person, why I didn't do business with that person. Because the time that we're in right now, this is a business show, but it's a lot of political stuff going on right now. This is an election year coming up. There's a lot of stuff at risk. There's a lot of hot button issues and hot button topics that some of us don't care about or not aware of, because we don't what? We don't have a political worldview. We don't have a business worldview. All we know is in our neighborhoods and what happened at school with my kids and what's going on at the grocery store and what's coming on TV. That's it. But meanwhile, all along, everything around you is being planned for you without any implementation from you. That's it. We gotta correct that. It's like I said, I'm not doing this for my health. I want you to come along with me. If it's a call out to any businesses that are out there, that's it might be just you. You may have a decent little piece of change in your bank account. You might already have that house, halfway into the mortgage. You already got the car, and maybe you got a company vehicle. Maybe you got a couple credit cards. This show is definitely for you. Because that little range right there, that little level right there is important. You done made it, you done fixed your credit, you done saved a couple dollars in the bank, and you got the money to pay your bills, and maybe you got a little budget to implement some new things. You need to hurry up and get with the next business that's on your level, that's a LLC, and y'all make some type of agreement, and then we share some of those responsibilities. We divvy up the tax liabilities, so it ain't all just on one person. You got multiple members in your LLC. Now you can split up the tax liability. You not paying it all, they're paying it all, or they're paying some of it, but you're all going to pay your share. That LLC, that partnership, that corporation, organization. You're going to have to know the difference between why we need an LLC or a sole proprietorship. We're going to need to know the difference. So telling you about all the technology, I think, is going to kind of hinder that to some degree, because getting that technology is going to set you up. Then you're going to have to network with people, because you ain't going to be able to keep doing the same thing. Even though it's a lot of automatic technology, you ain't going to be able to keep doing the automation stuff over and go. If it works, if it starts to work for you, you're going to have to be freed up, because if that part works, you're going to be having to do consulting and get into seminars and speaking and start showing what you know, start living up who it is that you say that you are. It's going to be obvious. It's going to be evident if you're doing that. If you do what you can say you can do, and you're making connections with people, other people that matter, that's in your same space, or not in your same space, but in that kind of lane to where they're at a certain point in their life where they done did this, they done did that, and they're ready to get on par with excellence, and they ain't gonna be able to do it by themselves. And that's what holding a lot of us up. We do it all by ourselves. We get to a certain point and we get stuck, because ain't nobody else to share in the glory. You done built yourself up, and it get lonely at the top. Or whatever, however metaphor you want to use, you single yourself out because you did all your homework while they didn't. They were still going through the motions, trying to be great, learning things, doing things, inching it along, when you was footing it along. They moving by inch, you're moving by a foot. Yeah, there's other people moving by a block and or yard and all that, but they're even more lonelier. Trust me, they're even more lonelier. But more than likely, when you get on that level, everybody else is your employee. So, it matters. It matters. All right? It matters. Like I said, I don't want to rag on you, make you think I'm pointing my finger at you out there, because I love all of y'all, different races. I'm one of those businesses. I can't just speak from a black experience in the context of being a black business owner, because my customers are white, they're black, and I even get Hispanics, a lot of them. And then I don't know too many other black businesses that I know of that get Asian customers. I get Asian customers. Imagine that. Thanks, Asian. Shout out to y'all. All 5 of y'all. Thank you. But also, and then, even more rare than that customer here in America, being a black business, I come across, hold your horses, Middle Easterners. I have Middle Easterners as customers. Shout out to y'all people from the Middle East, Pakistan, Iraq, Iran. I take calls from you guys, and y'all be sounding so puzzled, a lot of y'all. Because I can hear it in your voice that you don't have people in your circles, how your people get to rotate. You know how you talk about we flip our money amongst ourselves 10 times, 3 times. They do it 25 times, or we do it 1 time, and like that. I can hear the discernment in their call, and they're puzzled because they could not find anyone from their circle to do what it is that I do that they need. So they stuck with me. So that just speaks to when the times was tough, and when you stick in there, hey, look up. You're going to get another customer from another world somewhere, another land at least, overseas. They can't go to nobody else but you, because you had a vision, You had your mind right, and you had a vision, because business is not just about profit. That's a misconception. It's about losing too. That's a big part of business, losing money. Some people lose more than they make for a year or two. Some people don't make none for a year or two. They just been putting into it, but then they pay off. Their vision is like they probably blew their pockets out the water, And maybe some people kept a loss. But those people that kept a loss, they gain some experience, so they can always come back. They have their experience. They need to network with somebody that's got money now, because they got that experience, and that's a match made in heaven right there. So that's I'm on board with that right now. So this is an open call to individuals out there that if you think you got hosting talent, prowess, you know how to speak, you can control people, control the conversation, you have a good memory, and you're able to take people to task, take yourself to task, come on in here, give it a shot. I'm ready to make a partnership right now. I need a co-host. Maybe you may be extra pretty, that when people look at you, they just, oh my goodness. Maybe you may be extra handsome. Maybe girls might look at you and be like, oh my God. That's how they do me. I think. But yeah, this is an open call. Call in this number again, 1-800-226-7316, extension 802. That's IPO Media Podcast, all right? That's my 800 number. We're going to get into that. You're going to have one too. It's not just 800 numbers too. You can get any area code. Numbers in any area code. International, But yeah, we need to get our minds right first, okay? We need to ask these questions. Why don't I do business with that man? If you go to McDonald's, which I hate to mention their name, but I did, and they mess your burger up, you get upset, you leave, you make a proclamation right there, I'm never eating at McDonald's. You'll be right back there a week or two, a day or two, an hour or two later, whatever the case may be. You're going to be right back there. Why is that? That's because your anger didn't last forever. You made a harsh decision when you was emotionally compromised, and bada boom, bada bing, I'm not doing business with that black person or that white person or that Hispanic person ever again. That's wrong. People, they trying to come up and be their best self. We make mistakes. We make mistakes as business owners. We make mistakes. Give us another chance. You just ran off with your product. You wanted your money. You didn't get your money back, and you just went off mad. And I'm going to do business with somebody else. I'm going to do business with something. That's great. Okay? But in the meantime, you're doing business with somebody else. that business that did you wrong or you felt that didn't give you correct service, they're probably trying to improve, okay? They probably did improve, all right? If it's been a year or two and they're still in business, trust me, they done updated that service to some degree to where they can give you a better service. But then as a customer too, as individuals, we're not customers, we're people, we're humans. We have to be on our best behavior also. Nobody can sit there and tolerate you cussing them out because you're upset because they got the color or they got the respondent name wrong on the. I mean, those are bad mistakes, but they can all be corrected. All right. Sometimes things are time sensitive, and it may put an extra strain on the situation or make it that more uneasy to deal with. But again, staying focused, being apologetic, being humble. Those are good things in life, man. I hear they keep you alive. I hear being humble and just saying, brushing it off if it's something negative, I hear that keeps you alive. Because everybody got a plan, like they say, until you get hit. And then you realize that maybe it wasn't worth it. Maybe it wasn't worth it. Hopefully you can say that before your jaw gets broke or your arm or any negative thing happen to you. You can think clearly and think rational so we can get through these tough times, be good customers, be good business people, and help each other so we can get to where we need to go, because you know where we've been. It's not pretty. I don't need to revisit none of that. You know where we've been, a lot of you. You know, the ones that you don't know, you need to get with somebody who do know, and you stand behind them 100%, because like I said, the people you went to high school with, your family, and a couple other people that you know, that's all you got in this life, just about. From age 1 year old up to 80, 90, whatever, you're going to meet a couple new people along the way, unless you're just a rock star, but they don't know all those people in the stadium. They don't. All of them know the singer, but the singer knows none of them. All right? He's going to another city right after this, and it's going to be 100, 5,000, 60,000 people out there cheering. He don't know them, but you put on a good impression and let them know that I'm living my best life. And if I ever meet you one-on-one, I'm going to give you the best that I am. You know, and I think that's what we need to be. You know, that's what we need to be. How we doing over there, engineer, on time? Where we at? I know I've been running my mouth. We 30 minutes in? Let me go ahead and take a breath. Let me go ahead and take a breath. But I just wanted to come to you tonight. Keep it real with you people. It's summertime. We didn't date this program, but it's summertime and it's hot. It's a scorcher out there. Be safe. Drink plenty of water. Think clearly. Think business. Think business on your mind. Go get with those people who you were mad at and apologize to them and say you're sorry. Be the bigger man. Here go $100. Here $1,000, man. Go buy you some inventory. You know, right? Let's write up a contract. You put me down. I want 10% back off my money in this amount of time. We got to do stuff like that. We got to think outside the box, you know? And it's not just all about money. It's about the thinking and the mental headspace. I can't stress that enough. You know, because it's like me putting this show out here, and then you see it on YouTube. If you don't like it anyway. Subscribe and push the bell, because you all I got. If I don't get it from you, it ain't gonna happen. So this is a plea. This is a plea to you. If you know me, if you ever know me, if you see my face, maybe you don't know, maybe you like it, maybe you like my message. You know, talking back here, it's hot. Did I shout at everybody who's trying to do a podcast? Because man, this list is hot and sweaty in here. You know, it's not easy to do, to remember all your lines and try to be insightful and say big words like specificity and things like that. Shout out to everybody that's in this business. This is a new endeavor for me, and I plan to take it as far as I can take it, you know. But this is my message. That's my message for tonight. You know, we're going to be back with you with the autoresponders, and like I said, the 800 numbers, and you know, list building, and websites, all that stuff. Those are things that I'm proficient in. You know, I'm prolific in. You know, that's to say I'm good at them, or I'm good enough to attract customers and turn a buck and build an account. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. So with that website and that list building, if you have a website, if you this person that's not into list building or don't even know what I'm talking about yet, You way out of line, okay? I'm here to tell you way out of line. If you have a website and you're not collecting emails by some little program that's on your website that pops out when they come up there or is already at the top asking for a name and a number, you way out of line. That's how I was, and I was way out of line. But luckily for me and the type of back end that I had on some of my other websites, I was able to keep the information, their name and email, because I knew a lot of them personally, and I could, just simply ask them, is it okay if I add you to my list or something like this? I didn't have this technology then, but I got it now, and I still got your information. Can I add it and send you a coupon or a flyer or talk to you about my podcast show? Try to get you to sponsor something for me. Something like that, or you come in and do a commercial, or you can come in here, sit right down here in these chairs. If you've seen the last episode, we had a guest in here that was telling their story. I know you was envious. I know you was like, dang, I want to be sitting there telling my story, telling when I was a little boy how I used to sell lemonade and, like that, or how I used to build go-karts or basketball hoops or whatever you was into. There's grown people that make businesses. They're rich off of stuff like that. They're wealthy. Generations been long past. Things that you do as a hobby, other people do as wealth building. You didn't know that? You knew that. It's time for you to do it. And like I mentioned prior, it's never going to be the right time. You're never going to have enough people on your team. It's best to do it now. Come in here, get with me. Image Plus Original LLC.com. That's the website. You go on our website, you can get sponsorships, you can get consulting packages, you can get assessment, anything that you need to do as far as building yourself up and getting some understanding with another person that's in business, who's easy to talk to, easygoing person. Come on and be a part of that. Come and critique me. Tell me what I'm doing wrong or what I can do better. Leave a comment below. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment. If you're on YouTube, hit the link. That's the my affiliate link with the companies I'm affiliated with the 800 number. Yeah, I will get paid if you hit that. See, I get paid if you click on it. You want to put yourself in that position too, because I'm not the be all to end all. I used to pay everything with cash. As I told you, I paid everything with cash for years, not having a record of nothing. I didn't owe a lot of people, but now things are different. Everything's software, everything's electronic. I got to get into this credit game. We got to clean up these taxes out here, and we got to use, like I said, credit. We got to get business finance, not personal, but business. See, that was another thing I didn't know coming up. I'm basing everything off my personal taxes, my personal credit. But how things are done out here in the business world, people use business credit. It's a difference, huh? There's a big difference, and it's a lot to it, and it's really exciting if you're a type of person who like money or like to, build things and leave things for people that's not even born yet in your lifetime. That's what we need to do, So, bottom line, clear your mind, revisit people that were trying to do good things that you fell out with, come back with them, like, man, I had a change of heart. Let's see if we can at least have a conversation and see if we can move something forward for the benefit of somebody else. It might be our cousin. We might have to share the same cousin that's 2 years old. Here we are, 40, 50, 30, 60 years old. So let's start a company in their honor. They're not even here yet. We're going to show them how prolific and how far ahead we thought about them before they was even a conception, literally. And to build a business for them to take the reins on. You know how powerful that is? You know what you're doing when you do stuff like that? You might start levitating or something like that, because it's powerful stuff. It's powerful stuff. So in closing, I'm going to wrap this on up here. Revisit the people who you were mad at. If you're a business, go talk to that other business why we couldn't make that happen, why we couldn't buy that lot, that empty lot. Then we go get with Miss Nancy over there. We know she got A1 credit, and try to get some type of structure put on that. And then we all come together. We build our board, and we have our, we have our constituents on that board, and we, we shovel out the tax liabilities. We shovel out the titles in the company, So it's going to be more than one person doing the job, a team. That's how you get there quicker. But you can't get that team if your mental space ain't right. Nobody's better than anyone else in this regard. It's a team. You can have the person up front, driving it home, pointing out things. Like that's what a coach does. He sees things on the side that you can't see. You can't see that player number 12 shoe is untied, or the right shoe. When he's going up from the jump, you can't see that, but the coach can, and the coach can tell you to run left and fake right. So his shoe is going to hinder, his ability to stop you. But you won't be able to see that with all those people running. So you got to have somebody else to just stand them doing point. Like, let them do their job. They the captain, let them do captain things. If you're over here in production, do production things. If you're over here in marketing, do marketing things. You in sales, do sales things. But see, we going to end up doing what we do. We have one person, he's marketing, he's sales, he's production. That's me. That's how I was. Engineering, the think tank. I remember one time I had like 2-3 different locations, different websites, it speaks to the human brain and what it can do. But the human body, sometimes it ain't all as tough as the brain, because I can think of all the stuff that I want to do. I can run over down on 10th Street and do this, then I'll run back up on 86th Street and do that. Then I can run out west by the airport, pick up that little money and write a contract. But your body is going to get tired of that, and it's going to influence your brain after a while. Like, forget this, I quit. But all along, your brain is going to be like more and more and more, so you're going to need more people to make more connections, all right? All right, that's what I want to close on tonight, I done ran my mouth. You didn't listen. Did you like it? Did you like us on YouTube? Did you subscribe? Did you like us on podcasts? Are we on iTunes yet? Are we in Scoop Media Magazine yet? Are we on Scoop MG Podcast Studio platform on their website yet? Are we on YouTube with IPO Media? See, you come here, tell your story. We're going to have a lot of different ways of platform. It's going to get heard. We're building these things. These are burgeoning companies, and we're building them right now. You can be a part of it, all right? All right? All right? That's the show. Get your mind right. Revisit those people. 1-800-226-7316, extension 803, 317-717-9145. Get us on the website, www.imageplusoriginalllc.com. All right, for the sponsorship. That's the show. Stay classy, Naptown. We call it Naptown. Just don't get caught sleeping. Love your brother. That's it. That's all. I'm out. Self-talk. 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 Self-talk, y'all. Self-talk.
He required all the knowledge, he received so many stripes, but he never took a lesson in his whole entire life.
Self-talk. Self-talk. Self-talk, y'all.
He required all the knowledge, he received so many stripes, but he never took a lesson in his whole entire life.